that really inspired me the other day, and it was this YouTube creator, and his content was actually really good, but he had one problem, and that was that he kept getting stuck in the content creation phase. So he had like so many scripts down and, ready to be recorded, but he would get stuck at that one part. And a lot of people always ask me, like, how do you stay so consistent on YouTube and actually get your videos out week by week? And honestly, one of my main things is to not take it so seriously. So today I'm going to give you a list of things to not care about so you can actually boost your productivity and get more content out. Because at the end of the day, that's all we really want, is to be consistent and to up our output so we can reach our YouTube goals. And I also want to make one thing clear. The goal of not caring is essentially detachment. So detaching your value from what you create, or in some cases, what you're not creating. And this frees up more mental energy so you can be more productive. I'm also in no means saying that none of these things are important, but you shouldn't care about them so much to the point where it paralyzes you and you're not able to actually take action and get things done. So, number one thing you should stop caring about: mistakes while you're recording. And I've worked with so many different clients recording their talking head videos and recording all types of video content, really. This is one of the number one things that trip people up, is the mistakes inside of their recordings. So sometimes if they make a mistake, they'll, like in the middle of the video, they'll literally go all the way back to the front. And also they try to get it, all done and have it all perfect in one go around. And I can tell you this right now, the only people that I know that can do that are people who have been speakers for over 15 years, one, or salespeople. Those are the only two people that I know that can go through a video straight like that with a script or no script and have it all perfect in one go. And even sometimes they mess up. So the key here is, when you make a mistake while you're recording, don't go all the way back to the beginning. Start where you made the mistake at, and you re-say whatever the part is that you just made a mistake on, and you keep going and keep following that process until you're at the end of the video. Now, one rule of thumb that I like to use with this is to not say whatever you made a mistake on no more than 3 times, because after 3 times, I can tell you as a video editor, it gets kind of redundant. And you may think that you sound different, but oftentimes, I promise you, it sounds exactly the same. Now, the second thing is views. Now, again, not telling you to not care about it at all, but I'm saying that looking at your views and noticing that they're a little bit down for the day, or maybe this video didn't perform as your other ones, it should not stop you from creating content altogether. That is actually completely normal, especially when you're first starting out and you don't really have an established channel. Sometimes your videos are going to have lower views, especially after a viral video. People think that after they have a viral video, the next video and the video after that, they're just going to get all these views, when that's not really the case. Most of the times, yes, your next video will have like a jump in views, but it's going to go back to like your baseline of views that you were getting before, and it's going to maybe go up just a tiny bit more. I remember when I first started on YouTube, and I literally was talking to like 31 subscribers for the first 6 months. I don't think my videos got over like 68 views in the first 6 months of me posting. And how I was able to stay consistent and still post every single week, not seeing my subscribers grow substantially, or like my views get like hundreds and thousands of views, is I looked at it, I was like, okay. But then I had in my mind, I was like, okay. Well, first off, I had in my mind, I was like, I'm going to give YouTube a year, and a year of me being consistent. So not just me a year posting here and there, but a year of me posting once a week or more. And then I'll give myself, then I'll be like, okay, this is not working. But for those first 6 months when I wasn't really seeing anything, it didn't make me feel like too down, because I had sort of like the long-term vision behind it. And I was like, okay, this is going to take a while to actually, start moving up. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just post the next video and hopefully that one does it better, So it's like a sense of detachment from the outcome. Third thing is editing. This is another thing that, holds a lot of people back from actually posting on YouTube. And it's not necessarily editing. Sometimes it's like trying to keep up with like different editing trends. And again, if you're like just starting, or if you're not at the point yet where you're posting videos consistently, then editing like, you know, super produced videos should not be your first concern. Your first concern should be like, okay, getting level 1 editing sort of like down, so removing any like long pauses or like, you know, anything that's like abruptly messing up the video, removing that. And I believe you should start that way and then posting your content, and then as you get better with level 1 editing, then you move up to level 2, and then you can move up to level 3 if you want to, you know, not starting out the gate with like, you know, perfect editing. That's definitely going to slow down your progress as you're creating on YouTube. The next thing is looking at other people's journeys. This is probably one of the ones that I see the most, next to like the recording mistakes and the editing. Like maybe you're looking at a creator that started maybe at the same time as you did, or you're looking at a creator that just started and they're sort of like blowing up, and you're, you know, second guessing yourself, second guessing your content, why it didn't blow up, you know, why, you know, your content's not performing like that, you know, stuff like that. And what I say to that is your journey is literally your own. Like, do not worry about, you know, other creators. And of course you can take inspiration from them, but don't compare yourself to them, because you never know, first of all, what type of help they have in the background, you know, what they're going through while they're creating this content. So I remember I got on a call with somebody and they were like, but your content just looks so good, it just looks so perfect. And of course you can say that because, you know, your content just flows so well. And I'm like, but yes, I can say that. But then I was also saying you can't really compare yourself to me, because first of all, I've been editing on, like, I started editing on Windows Movie Maker at like the age of 10 or 12. So of course my editing is going to look smooth. Number 2, I went to film school. I was studying this for 4 separate years. And also my consistency, like I literally post every single week. So of course I'm like, my content is going to look a little bit smoother just by the simple fact that I've put in so many reps and that I've been doing this for years. Again, another reason I edit, not only edit my contents, but I edit others people's contents too. I've edited probably over 500 other videos, not even including mine. So you cannot compare your journey to other people's journeys here on YouTube, because you never know what their background is, what they've been doing beforehand, before they even got on YouTube, whether they have help from somebody else, you know, you just can't compare it. So with that, you just focus on yourself and focus on improving your content one by one, and not necessarily focusing on what other people are doing, how other people's channel are growing and stuff like that. I don't recommend it at all. And I don't compare myself to anybody else. The next thing not to worry about is the YouTube algorithm, or in any case, any social media algorithm. I feel like the algorithm is gonna do what it do, and you know, people just talk about the algorithms like they're like mean human beings, and they're like, you know, out to go against them or ruin the world. I don't know. I believe that if you create good content, then it'll eventually get to the right people. It may take a while, of course, but I do believe that one by one, if you keep posting, you know, your content will get better and that it will reach the right people eventually. And the last thing, and this might hurt a little bit, but unsubscribes. Don't worry about those. Don't worry about people who unsubscribe from your channel. If they unsubscribe from your channel, you should be happy, because that means that they weren't a good fit for your content at that time. Maybe they don't relate to you anymore. You know, they don't want to see you in their feed. You should take that as a good thing. If no one wants to see, you know, the content that I'm creating, I don't want them there anyway. That's the way you should think about that. Don't take that as, you know, people hate you and, you know, you shouldn't do it anymore. It's literally probably not even personal. They just probably don't relate to the type of content you're doing anymore. And that's actually a sign of growth and something to be taken positively, it's not necessarily negative all the time. Basically wanted to end the video by saying the people that you looked up to that are also doing content, your favorite creator, business owners, whatever the case may be, that are posting content, they literally have the same fears as you, they have the same thoughts as you. The only difference is, you know, they're actually the ones that's pushing through those fears and posting consistently. So yeah, did any of these particular points stand out to you specifically? Let me know down in the comments. If you made it here to the end, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.